Shalom, shalom. Shalom. Shalom, y'all. It's Michael Israel here. I'm here at the Straitway Houston Fellowship. I'm gonna chop it up fellowship with these brothers for a while, and then a little later I'm gonna head to the Hebrew reunion over there. And I'm gonna be live streaming that, but let me wait for the feed to get up, and I'll talk to y'all some more. But yeah, I'm gonna be at the Royal Descent Family Reunion later here in Houston. But right now, and I got somebody who wants to talk to y'all. Shalom.
Oh man, you on there?
You on Spiritual Combat, man. Hey, talk a little bit about. Thanks, appreciate it, brother. Okay.
Well, we welcome you, number one. You know, and I hope you had a blessed time.
Amazing. I got a lot to report on, y'all.
Well, I'm sure you see how Straitway do things.
Straitway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I guess I'm welcome here. But bless all you saints out there. Shout out to Straitway, Pastor Dow.
Shalom, Pastor Dow.
Everyone that attended the conference and also understood what Pastor Dow was saying. So I'm going to try to set this up.
Okay.
You know, taking my laptop running so we can catch that service.
All right.
Where you sitting, Mike?
Right here.
I'm sitting
yeah, I'm right there. So yeah, there's a lot of brothers and sisters here. You see Sister Koya back there fellowshipping. Let me make sure my feed's up and y'all can hear me. Hey, if y'all can hear me and the feed's fine and it's not skipping, let me know. I like it, man. Yeah. This is that Texas heat. I'll tell them, brother, the Texas heat. Hey, say shalom to everybody on there.
Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, everyone. Bless y'all. Yeah, this Shabbat shalom,
Go ahead.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Hey, y'all come say shalom to everybody on Spiritual Combat. Y'all say
Shabbat shalom from Houston. Bless y'all.
and tell them how hot it is here in Houston.
Oh, it's already about 85 degrees. It's only like 9 in the morning. So it's hot.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Houston heat. Okay.
Shabbat shalom out here in Houston. About 90 degrees outside already.
Yeah, Houston heat.
Coming inside the door right there, I thought I was going to fry. Like an egg.
Yeah, these brothers have been very hospitable to me and Sister Koya. Like I said, we stayed at Brother Greg's house last night, and I'm gonna just tell you, their hospitality was on a level that me and Sister Koya never experienced before, and Sister Koya was crying. So, and she it's actually brought her to some realizations in her spiritual growth, and same with me. So yeah, man. And like thus far here in Houston, man, it's just been an amazing experience. You know, like none other. I kind of expected it, you know, but yeah, it was an awesome event. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the camera over here, and you know, I'm gonna just let y'all just enjoy the music and enjoy the brothers and sisters fellowshipping. I'll come around time to time and talk to y'all, but y'all can just watch what's going on. It'll be like y'all here. right, y'all. So old Michael Israel gonna go do what he do best, run his mouth. And look, y'all, it's bigger in Texas. Look, where can you find this thing, man? Look, I need this in my life.
Damn, brother, girl, you can pass for about a damn helicopter with that.
So yeah, he said he gonna be getting started at 10, and there's a lot more brothers coming. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, it's mostly men here. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of sisters here too. You know, but like I said, at masculine ministry, you know, lions recognize lions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's real good. Real excited. I've really been enjoying it out here. We're in Canada. Okay. So yeah. Who's in South Jersey? So folks is asking questions. And like I said, don't forget, you can go on the Brew link and go to Hebrews near you and put yourself in that category or search it and find people near you. So let me show y'all something. Rick? Okay. See? Just go on there. Let's see. It'll focus in at some point. Anyway, go to the Brew link, and that's a good way to find people in your area. Always be cautious. Use discernment when you're trying to, you know, find people near you. Okay? All right. So we're gonna be linking folks up, man. Y'all stay patient, man. Me and Ron and Straightway and everybody, we working on linking folks up and really beginning to come together as a nation and not just a congregation. All right? All right.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Yeah, stop turning it down. Stop turning it down. Yeah, I want to start getting everybody seated real quick. We're going to start pretty early. Hallelujah. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. Make sure I fix this real quick. Bring that up. All right, hallelujah. Y'all hear me pretty good? Yes, sir. All right, cool. Now, brethren, I'm going to make sure that, I think I told some of y'all already, let me know when seats for the men get a little, wax a little loose on it with no seats left or whatever. Because we got some Oklahoma brothers coming. We got some folks from Dallas coming. We got a lot of folks coming since that conference. Yeah. Whole lot. Yeah, man. I think it was who was it? Galen. Brother Galen was on the polo. He said, "Brother Greg, I was watching Spiritual Combat, man, and he was looking at the comments on your show. He looked at the comments, and the comments like, they got a fellowship in Houston. he said, so Brother Greg, the flood may start coming. I was like, all right. And Elder Becker already been sending me some more people anyway. So,
Hallelujah.
yeah, I mean, I guess y'all's not done with Texas yet. I guess it's just that big. I guess it is, man. Anyhow, I'm gonna start with the conference. So, you know, as I think it was just as far as Houston is concerned, of course, with the exception of Kentucky, but Elder Mitchell, it was me and McNabb that was up in there for Houston, and of course, spiritual combat over here, Brother Michael Israel. I heard him say at the boat, I think it was, when we had the white party. He was like, man, I'm gonna be going to Houston soon, man, about a week of the 27th. I'm like, well, okay. And I told him this last night, but I said, you know what, when he said that, and we was at the conference with all these so-called Hebrews, right, Israelites and whatnot, which many of them are super new, but the thing is, I thought to myself, I told Elder Mitchell, I don't even know if Elder Mitchell heard me, but at the table, I was like, I wonder who's gonna open up their doors to him, since we got so many Israelites, you know what I mean? Come to find out, it was this many. Yeah, it was zero, man. So I reached out to him on Facebook, and I was just like, hey, man, so you gonna be there in Houston, right? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm be in Houston. I'm like, okay. I said, well, where you laying your head at? Well, I said, yeah. I said, well, look, man, if you up for it, I don't know what you got on your agenda, but if your agenda is not too, you know, packed and full or whatever, I said, man, you're welcome to come stay at the house, man. Fellowship with some saints. We're gonna make sure we feed you. We're gonna make sure we house you. And then I spoke to him about what Christ said. You know, when you enter into a city, see those who are worthy, and there abide. I told him that, man. He was like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, come on. And he was like, well, okay, man. Hey, let me call my wife real quick. I'm gonna see if we can cancel this hotel reservation. You know what I'm saying? Then of course, by the time I think you said your wife was like kind of apprehensive, like I don't know.
Cause yeah, she hadn't met anybody.
Ain't met nobody, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, at the conference, us brothers was, you know, tactful, as y'all seen.
Yep.
And we didn't have none of the sisters there, so she didn't get a chance to meet the Straightway sisters there because we wanted to make sure we was, you know, the brothers, you know, we were protecting each other. And I was like, well, we do things a little different here at Straightway. I think Kabir said it best. We're just light years ahead of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They got in there. I was like, you hungry, man? I'm kind of. I'm like, yeah, well, we'll make sure we have a place for you. You know, we still waiting on Brother Marty. And so next thing you know, I put the bin in front of his face. He didn't know what it was. You know what was going on, huh? had the water bin right there. Then we started reading again. We read what Christ did. Girded himself with a towel, washed the saints' feet when they came in. He over here, we talking and so he looking back at Koya.
Because she was crying. She was crying. Yep.
Yeah, good. So Hebrew hospitality, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that's where we learn it from. Straightway.
Yes, sir.
That's where we learn it from. That's where we learned it from him. Pastor Dow read it 25 years ago, saying why we ain't doing this. People gave him all kinds of crap, but over time he did it anyway. He just did it off faith. You know what I mean? Just kept walking it out. Well, that's where we learned it from. But what's so funny is that it's right here in the book anyway. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody doing it. You know, but when y'all came in the house, I'm sure it was pretty much a totally different experience, huh? So then we got Brother Marty. You know, he's from San Antonio, so he's new here. Him and his wife back there, Lacey, right? All right, Lacey. So then, even when he got here, you know, I was like, hey man, are y'all gonna be hungry when you get here? Oh no. Me and my wife, we pretty much she pretty much make cold stuff. We don't burn no kind of fire on the Shabbat. I say, yeah, I've been there. That's what I was thinking in my head. So I've been there. Because me and my brother, we wouldn't even turn the light on the Shabbat.
Wow.
We thought we was going to be igniting the fire. We thought we was, but we got more understanding on that.
Trying to do your best.
Oh yeah, you're trying to do your best. So you're going to learn something right quick. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was what, man, it's in Deuteronomy. It slips me right now. But anyway, about the kindling of the fire. No, it's Numbers as well. Go to Numbers 15, somebody. What verse go at? Go to Numbers 15. Okay, it just kind of hit me a minute ago. But anyway, the thing is back then, you know, when you picked up sticks, they used sticks in the KJV. You look behind that, it's like logs and stuff. It took work to actually kindle a fire, you know what I'm saying? So when the sisters are back here warming up food and stuff, warming up food ain't the same as actually kindling a fire and cooking and doing all the work. The sisters prepare before, like 2 days before sometimes, or 3 before Shabbat. That way we have everything prepared for the saints. You know what I mean? It's number 15, you got it? I think it's in the beginning. Go ahead and start.
Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel. Say unto them, When ye become into the land of your habitations, which I give unto you, and I will make an offering by fire unto Yahweh, a burnt offering, or sacrifice, in performing a vow, or in free will offering, or in your solemn feasts, to make a sweet savor unto Yahweh of the herd, or of the flock. Then shall he that offereth his offering unto Yahweh bring a meat offering, a 10th deal of flour mingled with the 4th part of a hin of oil, and the 4th part of a hin of wine, or a drink offering, shalt thou prepare with a burnt offering or sacrifice.
Yeah, ain't that one.
It's 30.
31.
All right. 31. Okay.
In the beginning? Where?
Same chapter. 30. It's 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness,
There you
they
go.
found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. And those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Moshe and to Aaron and all the congregation. And they put him under guard because it had not been declared what shall be done.
What shall be done to him? And Yahweh said unto Moses, The man shall surely be put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as Yahweh commanded Moses. But the picking up sticks, back when I was coming into this, like you said, doing our best, man, we just thought, man, we couldn't pick up no sticks like a twig, you know what I mean? Translation is something else. But I'm gonna tell you something else, man. We went to Passover, we were doing Passover, unleavened bread. We thought we had to get everything out the house. Everything. And I was kind of sad because guess what? I had a bunch of beer. Of course, I didn't have the understanding right there, so I was just me and my brother. I'm looking at Coronas, looking at Heinekens, chunking them in the trash. Like, oh, we gotta get rid of them. God, oh, I don't know why. That video I showed you last night in that house. Yeah, man, we went through the growing pains, but it was beautiful. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. There's a whole lot more to go to. But the bottom line is that we made sure that we gave them some real good hospitality. You know what I'm saying? The Hebrew hospitality, what we learned from Straightway. You know, because a lot of these other places they ain't been doing that. Matter of fact, Brother Michael Israel told me they've been around all over the place, and quote, and don't make sure you correct me if I'm wrong. But he told me they've been all over the place. And ain't nobody ever offered them to stay at their home.
There are people who have offered. We haven't been in those areas yet, but yeah.
No, yeah, but so far, pretty much slim to none.
Right.
Slim to none. But shoot, man, all I did was hear you say one thing. I'm like, okay, we're gonna find out. So I waited because it's been about a couple weeks since we've been to the conference.
Yeah.
I waited.
Couple days before.
Yeah, and a couple days before. Hey man, what you got going? I basically was giving people a chance. I was giving folks a chance. Like, well, maybe he do got something set up, but it was nothing. So we saved him some money. You know what I mean?
That's so.
Yeah. Very much so, huh? Yeah, but anyway, I'm glad to be back, y'all. So it's been a while, and the conference was pretty good, though. You know, with all things considered. You know, I mean, we knew they had a lot of folks there and stuff like that, but it was real good that that Ron worked hard to get all them things together. It was the first time we seen a bunch of people together in one spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. No matter what no matter where they came from and what they believed or what doctrine they was under, it was good to have them all there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was an awesome thing to see. A good display as well, and you know, a lot of well-mannered folks. I ain't even gonna get on no Cadillacs. I'm not gonna go that far. Pastor took care of business. You know what I mean? Both in the men's panel, the homesteading panel, and then also the Sabbath service. You know,
and on social media. Because I mean, he shook.
Yes, sir.
Social media is like it shook everything up.
It shook everything
on
up.
a lot of levels. Yeah.
Yeah, he would know, man. He said, Michael Israel said it shook everybody up, all over the place. You know, and there was even after Sabbath service, there was random saints. There was yeah, go ahead and meet that thing, appreciate it. But there was people, random saints, that would just run up after the service. They just ran up and was like, "Are you over there with them saints? Are you over there with them with Pastor Dow and them?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." And then Jerry came and ran up on me. He said, "Hey, Greg, man, I got this sister over here. She wants to know how to get in touch with Straightway." But he was busy with the video, and so I was like, "Yeah, I'll catch her." And as soon as I walked up to that woman, and one of many, she was just like, "Man, so how does Pastor do it?" And she just asked me a bunch of questions. It's like nothing else mattered. All she cared about was the coming out of her. You know what I mean?
Ears to hear, man.
Ears, absolutely, to hear. So, you know, I put down the Straightway website. I put down the number to the dining hall on a card for her and stuff like that. And she was like, so how does Pastor do it? Do he just dish y'all out to certain states and stuff like that? I said, no. I said, no, ma'am, not at all. She, I said, it's not like that. I said, we had the ears to hear where we were, you know.
Right.
And I told her how we're from Houston. I told her how, you know, he had folks from many different states. I even mentioned how it was overseas, how he reached overseas, folks from Australia, Europe, you know, Netherlands, and so on and so forth. So, you know, she was just intrigued heavily by the influence, you know. And then, of course, the Sabbath service alone, she couldn't get it off her mind. And it's like I said, this is one of many folks that was asking about Straightway, trying to get a hold. You know, Elder Mitchell got bum rushed by people, a bunch of the security team, but they was doing their job. You know what I mean? So the entourage, everything was good. And old brother Michael Israel was like, "Man, y'all set a standard. Y'all set a standard. Y'all just brought a presence." And I was just happy to be a part of that presence. It made me very proud to be in this ministry. Very, very proud. Very, very proud. So I'm very thankful. You know what I mean? And I put it like this: I'm glad that that all of that happened and the exposure happened, because man, it opened a lot of eyes. You know, it opened a whole lot of eyes, and I'm glad for it. Yeah. So besides,
the
yes, sir.
biggest thing is that there's a lot of people that's waking up to our identities.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Not the culture.
You
guys showed them the culture.
That's exactly what I was telling you last night. I remember that at the table. What I was telling them last night. I told them that last night. I was like, man, you know, the sad part about it is that we received the identity, but we ain't walking the culture. You see what I'm saying? I told them that last night, man. Yeah, I'm glad you remembered that. But it's true, and we saw a lot of that. But at the same time, you can tell who is new. Yeah. And you can tell who was hungry. You can tell who was hungry, and you can tell who was just like whatever. You know. You can see it. You can see it. You can discern it throughout the whole atmosphere. It pretty much displayed it all. You know what I mean? Had sisters that eyes wide open, and they had even some sisters that were looking at Pastor Dial's security team. It was like, I'm glad they here. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm glad they're here, because they was like, well, they guarding something. They guarding somebody. So you can tell that a lot of the spirits of the women was coming out of. They understand that, man. There's something deep rooted in an Israelite that. Man, this is what we're supposed to have, you know. Yes, the men supposed to be protected. This is awesome. So a lot of them was looking at the structure that Straightway was bringing forth, you know. But at the same time, they're trying to bring that world into Israel. You know what I mean? Because when I was seeing a whole lot of stuff there. I'm talking about, like, you know, people trying to promote themselves and promote music and stuff. Typical, you know. I mean, I did it in Christianity. Ain't doing it here. You know, it is what it is. But Pastor Dow was promoting one thing, what he came there to promote. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to see who was willing to come out of her. Y'all seen him ask that question? Who all want eternal life? Who want eternal life? You know, everybody. Yeah. Really? And see, we know Pastor. We're like, oh, they don't know what's coming. You know. He said, really? Someone was like. Oh shit. What's he gonna say now, man? Oh. He said, when the pastor mentioned, when he started going down how he was in the trailer, and how he had a trailer with a plastic wall on one side, no running water, this, that, the third, sold everything, how he did it, that's when That's
saw
when the
who
bases
love
start like
Babylon and who don't love Babylon.
absolutely. You start finding it out then, man. It was something serious. It was something to be looking at, I tell you. But like I said before, it made me very proud to be a part of this ministry, this assembly. Yes, sir. Huh? Okay. If they got small children that can be on the floor, giving adult them chairs. That's how we're gonna have to do it. But on another note though, besides the conference, like I said, it was fun. Oh yeah, well I cannot end the conference conversation without mentioning Brother Juan, and the saints up there in Michigan. Yeah. They treated us well. They housed us well. The sisters cooked awesome up there. And when they had the night of the concert, man, Straightway wasn't even there. We was down there at Brother Juan's in the backyard under the canopy, man. We were praising Yah, bringing in Shabbat, man. Praise.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was surreal. So shout out to the Michigan brethren, Brother Juan out there, Brother Ryan, them, all the sisters. Bless y'all very much, because man, I tell you, they did a great job taking care of us, big time. Also, brethren, thank y'all for being very punctual on getting the funds for this for the hotel. I had it when I got home. We had enough. It was right there. So right on point. So bless you, brethren, for being punctual and being dedicated to keeping this going. Because though we got here through disobedience, and getting the HOA on our behinds, I think it was honestly still yet still a blessing, because now I don't have to have riffraff in my house. When we're having service in the house, so I can have them here. You know what I'm saying? And this is a little bit more of a bigger venue anyway. So and Houston's getting that big, so it was right down. It was right in the lane. We needed this, so it was good. So I just want to thank you, brethren and sisters, that helped out to keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? But as y'all already know, we're gonna get down to some nitty gritty stuff. Because we don't hold punches in Houston, right?
Sir.
And we don't hold punches. And for everybody out there that is even talking about or desiring to come out here to Houston, our snitch game is very strong. We got a strong snitch game because we don't suffer sin upon our brothers, according to the law, right? So we got a strong snitch game. So if you come in here with ulterior motives, if you come in here with some type of, agenda of some sort, you might as well go ahead and put that back in your bag, go somewhere else and unleash that, because it ain't gonna work out here. Not here. Y'all can keep those open, man. But sisters can hear. Yeah, just at least a little bit. Yeah, just tell them to keep it down. Hallelujah. Well, I say that, man, for many reasons, because we got to make sure we keep ourselves. We got to make sure we check ourselves every day. The pastor mentioned on I think the last Shabbat service to check the thoughts at the door, right? Check your thoughts at the door and make sure they're coming from the Father. Because you can discern where they're coming from, whether it's coming from the flesh, whether it's coming from the Spirit. You should be able to discern that by now, at least by listening to Pastor Dow. But the thing is also, not only are we not going to tolerate a bunch of BS in the assembly, but at the same time, we are not in the business of chasing you either. I'm telling y'all all right now, if you fall away, so be it. You fall away, so be it. I am not, this assembly at least, and I'm sure Straightway as a whole, we are not chasing you, period. If you came and you put the hand to the plow, but you turned back, then you ain't fit anyway. Right? You're not fit anyway. So there's no chasing. I'm not worried about what, some people are like, oh man, but that's the soul. Yeah, when we give you so many chances and you have a repetitive offense, you have repetitive offenses and repetitive behaviors, why put up with you? Right?
It's simple. Yep.
Straight up. I'm saying this for a reason. Because we got, even in this assembly, we got folks who we can't even contact no more. Don't know where they went. Only one for sure that's not in the assembly anymore is the one y'all know about. You know what I'm saying? The pastor, he spoke against Pastor Dow, of course. Mr. Howard. Right? And then we got more brothers around here who have not been in communication for a long period of time. So I'm letting you brothers know today, don't try to reach out to him no more. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Do not try to reach out to him no more. If he has not reached out by now, he don't want to. If he has not answered your call by now, he ain't going to return it. If he has not replied to your text message, he's not going to reply. So leave it be.
Yes, sir.
Leave it be. But why do I bring this up? Matthew 13. Now, mind you, there's another thing too. I'm gonna make sure I put up on you. I'm charging you, brothers, because I trust everybody that's sitting in here. I'm talking to you, men mainly. I trust everybody that's sitting in here right now. Okay. But I will tell you this: if I'm asking you about something, because I have another brother who's begging to get back in here. He's begging to get back into this assembly, but I don't trust him. And I'm be sending curses to anybody who told him this. I had a brother who begging to get back here. He said somebody in the assembly had contacted him and said, hey man, maybe you should go repent to Pastor Dow and get back, and he'll let you back in the assembly. Now mind you, he told that brother, I don't think that's the right order of things. So I asked him, what brother is calling you or contacting you and letting you know to go that direction? Because if you go to Pastor directly, Pastor's going to send you back to me anyway.
That's right.
And he wouldn't let me know. He wouldn't tell me what brother is in here doing that, if that brother's here. So if any of y'all that are in here, if you're in here and you have contacted Travis lately and told him that advice, and don't tell me by the end of this Shabbat, I'm sending curses your way. Straight up. Because we're not talking, we're going to get zero tolerance. I told y'all a long time ago the love is going to get tight.
Yes, sir.
And the love is going to get tight, because of real true love. If you really love me, if you get rebuked, well, shoot, especially if you love Pastor Dow, you should be getting rebuked every Shabbat. But if you can't receive that, you obviously are going to be fainting away. Because honestly, if you read that Apocrypha and if you read them Psalms, the reproofs of life, that is, the reproofs is the way of life. That's what it is. The reproofs of correction is the way of life.
Right.
That's what the Psalms tell us. So if you can't receive reproof or whatever, yeah, you damn sure ain't fit
Yes, sir.
to be around here. You got 13?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and start at verse 1. That's fine. Loudly.
That's good.
The same day went Jesus out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow.
Mm-hmm.
And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside,
Some seeds fell by the wayside.
and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, because they had no root, they withered away.
No root. Keep going.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Who has ears to hear, let him hear. So if they heard and they came, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They're responsible for their souls, their own. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Go to 13, verse 13.
Yes, sir. Therefore speak I to them in parables.
Tell you what, go to 11. Let's do that.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Keep going.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing,
Dull of hearing. Keep going.
and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, so you see why things like this have happened, right? We're gonna continue in verse. Go ahead and go to 18. We're gonna do 18 through 23. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside.
By the wayside. Man, they heard it, man. Kept going. Keep going.
But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it.
And non means immediately.
Thank you, immediately.
Okay? That's what that means. But he that received the seed into the stony places, the same is he that hears the word, and immediately with joy he receives it. Keep going.
Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while.
He endures for a while. Keep going.
For when tribulation
Uh-huh.
or persecution arise
Mm-hmm.
because of the word, by and by he is offended.
Offended.
There it is.
Mm.
There it is.
So a lot of folks get offended.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah, y'all go ahead and scoot down. Hallelujah. Bless you, brethren. You know what it is, Galen. Come on in.
Yeah.
Brother Corey, bless you. Go ahead and come on through. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Brother Corey, you and your son, y'all can sit right by Rob Webb. The two seats. Hey, Webb, go ahead and give Brother Corey and his son that's none of them. You good? There's 2 seats by you. Why in the world? Who opened that door? Jesus, boy, I tell you. Y'all seen me last time. I was ready to bust. Hallelujah. Correct, Captain. Just make sure that some of these seats are taken up by them, sisters. That's good. Hallelujah. Bless you, Brother Jonathan. Shalom, shalom. Brother Rob. Bless you, sir. Told y'all to be packing. Hey, Rick, I need you over there. You need to be over that door and guard that door. Tired of people knocking that thing down. Sorry for the delay, saints. All right. Let's try to keep them doors down now. Keep them doors closed and stuff. Yeah. Tell them to come on in and sit down. All right. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right. So go ahead and read 21 again.
Yes, sir. Yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arise because of the word.
Because of the word. I want to make sure I catch that real quick. It's because of the word. Because some people are going to do what?
By and by he is offended.
So see, again, there are some folks who get rebuked and they get offended. And next thing you know, by and by, where they at? They gone. But they received it with immediately, right?
Immediately.
They received it with joy. But they receive it first. But next thing you know, they gone. That's what we have here. But guess what? What's Pastor's famous phrase? Yahweh adds by subtracting, multiplies by dividing. So we got 2 or 3 folks that's sitting here, they gone. But then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We almost out of chairs in here.
Already.
I brought 3 fold-out chairs in case any children want to sit down and they're not sitting with the men. Hallelujah. Yeah. So before we proceed with where we at right now, we got Brother Rob Quarterman from Oklahoma. He's in the house. Yeah, he ran into our big security man here, old Galen. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you again. Bless you. We got Brother Jonathan here from Dallas. I'll tell y'all right now, man, Jonathan's something else. I seen Jonathan. I didn't know Jonathan was even paying attention to Pastor Dow, and I seen one of his posts on Facebook. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him some time real quick, see if he really listening. He keep posting Pastor Dow videos. I'm like, okay, he must be listening. All right, let me see where he at. Now, so then you put up a couple posts, man, on trying to knock down that Hebrew tribe chart.
Yeah.
He started talking about that tribe chart. That joker said, this thing is a joke. I'm like, okay, that dude listening. I say he listening, man. And of course their wives are here with them and children and so on. We also got Brother Corey back here from Dallas area. That's a lot of addition, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, brother, you were listening to GOCC for a while, huh? Was it GOCC? No. It was Watchmen. This man, raise your hand again so the camera see you. Yeah, man, this brother seen Pastor's video on Watchmen and Deborah, correct? And he was like, okay, yeah. Pastor Dow is right. He told the truth, man. And so we talked on the phone for a while, and I was like, man, you go ahead and come on down. I said, Galen, you vouching for him, right? He's like, damn. I was like, okay, cool. All right, you vouching for him. I said, okay, you're responsible. Not for him, but
you know what's funny?
What's that?
I'm showing him how you've been on milk all this time.
Yeah.
It's time for you to get on meat. But I took him to Acts in regards to where Watchmen and Deborah got this from. Aquila and Priscilla.
Well.
And I said it was only, it didn't really show anything in that. They just went to Paul because they started a ministry in assembly. And I was like, but that's it. It didn't talk no more about Aquila and Priscilla in any other verse or any other chapter in the Bible. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, but all of a sudden, we working Ahab and Jezebel. Because that's what's going on.
Well, of course. We seen that all through in Detroit, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Seen a lot of that. We seen a whole bunch of that. You know, and it was actually pretty sad, but hey, it was still pretty good. Like I said, we got them folks actually came. That means they seeking, right?
Right.
So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Just need to be learned, need to be tweaked. You know what I'm saying? Still on milk, but it's okay. Soon enough they'll be on meat, and they'll be right there where we at. What I didn't forget at that conference is I've been under Pastor Dow for almost 9 years. So I knew where I was then. And I promise you, there's been times where Pastor Dow was ready to stump a mud hole in my ass. I'm being honest. Y'all know me already in Houston. I put myself on a chopping block all the time. Yeah, Pastor's about ready to get rid of me, man. And I'm being honest with y'all. It don't matter what for. But the bottom line is that this is where I got my discipline from in this ministry. This is where I learned how to be a man in Straightway.
Hang it out.
Yeah, Straightway. This is where I learned it. So that was 21. Go ahead and go to 22. Let's keep moving.
He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Rich young ruler. Keep going. 23. But he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word. He hears it. And understandeth it. Receives, he understands, he comprehends, and also applies. Keep going. Which also beareth fruit. That's where you're at. Practical application, right, brother?
That's right.
Practical application. Keep going.
And bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Another parable put forth by... No, that was it. Yes, sir. It was good. Yes, sir. Now go to Ecclesiasticus. Y'all know I love being in there. Yes, sir. Ecclesiasticus is raw.
That's right.
I love that book, man. Yes, sir. Go to chapter 4, okay? Yes, sir. But y'all seeing where I'm going with this, those who are here. The thing is that just because we have folks that want to receive the word, they want to pretend to receive the word, they want to give alms, they want to sit here and do all these things while they're among us, and they seem like they're of us. Right. But then by one little offense, and especially when it comes to the word, by and by what? They gone. Therefore, I'm telling y'all, I'm not chasing anybody that falls away from this. This is why I'm telling y'all that. Now I'm saying that again for the ones that walked in to hear that. You know, what I was telling them earlier was that, it's at least, I can speak for Houston at least, and I can speak for Kentucky too, I'm sure. But the thing is that If people fall away from this, we're not in the business of chasing you whatsoever at all. We're not going to go try to recover you. You know what I mean? This word is too vast. You know what I mean? It really truly is, and it cuts deep too. If you're convicted at all by the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So we're not in the business of chasing people whatsoever at all. Especially if you're not willing to help yourself and save yourself in this untoward generation. You know what I mean? And another thing too, man, is that what I told them before y'all walked in is that over here in Houston, our snitch game is strong. Very strong. We catch brothers in faults. We let them know. You know what I'm saying? We don't play around and suffer sin upon our brothers. That's not what the law tells us. The law tells us not to suffer sin upon them, not to suffer sin upon them. So if you catch your brother in a fault, those who are spiritual restore such a one in meekness. You hear what I'm saying? Straight up. So you in Sirach 4?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to be reading verse 27, but don't read it just yet. What I like about this one here is one of the other reasons, okay, why people fall away sometimes is because of some snakes that's inside the fold already. You hear what I'm saying? So you got some brothers who fancy themselves to befriend somebody who is befriending them, and next thing you know, we both Israel. Oh yeah, we brothers. Oh yeah, they start doing stuff outside the assembly that don't make a lick of sense, and they don't get they don't get anybody to check them on it. They don't get any kind of advice. They don't get any they don't get anybody to come check what they're doing. You know what I mean? And we've had brothers do that. You know, they get together, do stuff outside of the assembly, and of course I don't know about it. So if I don't know about it, I ain't gonna give you no advice on it. You know, they don't want no oversight, obviously. So therefore, they go out there and they do some things. They end up offended at each other. Next thing you know, one may stay, but the other may fall away because of what he did. But the thing is, that's why we tell people all the time. And Jason and a few of the brothers, they all do it. You know, if they hear brothers, man, they're going off on the way. Hold on, wait a minute. You want to do what with me? Did you go talk to Brother Greg about that yet? Oh no, and I told the brothers already. I said all you got to do is say one thing. Did you go talk to Brother Greg yet? And their reaction is gonna tell you exactly who you're dealing with. You told Brother Greg about that? Oh, well, no, I ain't talked to him yet. Yeah, you know, now you know who you're dealing with. I wouldn't even go that way. But here's the reason why I'm telling y'all this, because even to this day, I think we have a couple of them brothers that pretty much fell away on behalf of somebody else, but it's because they made themselves a underling to them. Read it. Verse 27.
Make not thyself an underling.
Make not yourself an underling to
a foolish man.
To a foolish man. Don't make yourself an understudy to somebody who is a fool. Don't make yourself an underling to someone who is not after your best interest. Don't make yourself an underling to somebody who is, especially somebody who is dealing with a spirit of rejection. I've dealt with that before. I got delivered from the rejection. I used to have rejection pretty bad. Rejection, what I tell everybody all the time?
Make you do stupid
Make you do stupid shit.
Hell yeah.
Rejection, the spirit of rejection will make you do stupid shit. I promise you.
Yes, sir.
Rejection and fear coupled together, they will make you do something stupid. Make you keep breaking the law even. I tell you what I mean. You got some folks that they are so rejected that they want to be accepted. So since they want to be accepted, they'll make up stuff, you know. They'll be in a crowd of brothers, and there may be two brothers that they know exactly what they're talking about. But because this brother's so rejected, he don't know nothing. But he gonna end up making up something to say because it sounds good in front of these brothers to look good with them, to be accepted with them. But he don't know what he's talking about. Tell you right now, don't do that straight way. Don't do it. You will get called out in front of everybody. It's happened many times. Same thing here. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. But the thing is that when you reject it like that and you end up resorting to lying, making up stories, trying to be accepted, you know, just trying to do things. And then some folks are hasty. We talked about that too, being hasty. To credit men, being hasty in decisions and stuff like that because they got 100 things in their mind. They want to do the best job they can, but they started at A. They already a G, but forgot about A. Because they going 100 miles an hour. You know, it's just pretty sad. But yes, do not make yourself an underling to a foolish man. Now, Pastor Dial, obviously, as y'all can see with the fruit of Straightway and everything that has come from Straightway, and of course the fact that it works, you know, many of us have made ourselves an underling to a wise man.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the prophet tells us to get to his footstep, get to his doorstep bedtimes when you see a wise man. And it's ain't been doing nothing but good for us ever since. You know what I mean? When Pastor Dow was up there talking about what you're willing to give up, a lot of us in here gave up a lot, lost a lot, but you got to be willing. I was showing old Michael Israel where we came from in 2012. Seen my big old motorcycle. Mm-hmm. Seen Elder Mitchell on that crotch rocket. Shoot, man, I tell you, if y'all ain't seen that video, man, I love watching it. You know what I mean? Just let me know where I came from. I had a big old house, just 2 of us, very clean home. You know, 2 bachelors in there, 5 figures apiece in the bank. And then, like Elder Mitchell always say, man, yeah, then we met the saints. Then we met the saints, man. We broke, but we ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? It started being a collective thing. But all that past life, everything we used to do, you know, because, man, when we first came to this thing, being on milk, you know, just keeping the Sabbath, man, right before sundown, we'd be dressed and ready to go. Me and my brother, ready to go. We'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings down the street and watch the game or watch the fight. Ready to go, man. And next thing you know, Elder Mitchell doing this. In the clock, looking at everybody in the house. All right, y'all gotta get out of here. Y'all gotta go. Greg, you ready, man? Yeah. My bike already started. Everybody leave. Me and my brother hop on the motorcycles, shoot down the street. Sundown. All right, cool. But the more people started coming, and the more people started listening to Pastor and Elder Mitchell, he out of me and him, it was mainly him. He didn't want no assembly. Elder Mitchell said, I'm fine where we are right now. We good. But people started coming. People started coming. Mom Brenda finally showed back up because she was at the actual first 2012 meeting. So she finally showed back up. She pulled up in a BMW. Now, mind you, by this time, me and my brother like, yeah, I wonder what's gonna come of that. That BMW. What's gonna come of that? You know, cause we learning what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, next thing you know, man, people started coming. We started staying up later, fellowshipping more, started talking more about the word, started praising more. At first, we wasn't praising as much. Then, you know, one day Elder Mitchell was just like, all right, you know, start clapping, you know, stuff like that. We all get up, start clapping and stuff like that. And the next thing you know, more people start coming. Next thing you know, we just stayed at home. Shabbat turned into a family affair. Shabbat started turning into a family affair. We started, I guess you could say, transitioning. And we up till 12, 1, 2, talking about the book. Talking about what we learned. Talking about what lies that we used to believe and stuff like that. It just started going. Next thing you know, Pastor come down there and preach to me. This is a little bit after Pastor come down and preach. People hear about it. Next thing you know, the assembly get even bigger. That's the first one you seen. When all of them singing and stuff like that. Assembly gets bigger. Again, my brother didn't want all them people. He's like, man, I don't want all them people in my house, man. So Pastor kind of pretty much pushed it on. Elder didn't want the assembly, but we still had the assembly. So Pastor bust out one time, blog talk. Yeah, get down there to, Brother Mitch, Brother Greg down there in Houston, Texas. Yeah. You should have seen my brother's face when Pastor said that. Man, I'm excited. Like, oh shoot, that's more people. Yeah, I was excited, but then I wasn't too excited when they started messing the house up. And he was trying to prevent that, my brother, man. So lo and behold, man, over a little bit of time, Elder Mitchell was like, he just kind of figured it. He was like, man, okay. He was learning from Pastor. He spent some time over there, spent a whole month over at Straitway. He said, man, somebody got to lead this thing. Next thing you know, he had to just embrace it. He didn't want it, but he just had to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? So my brother came head of fellowship there in Houston right here, and the assembly just kept growing from there. So in essence, we got up to 40 something like that. And then next thing you know, we got our land and everything. And that's another thing that a lot of folks don't understand about Straitway is that Pastor is actually influencing people to get this done, even if you're in your respective area. You know what I'm saying? To get this thing done. So we looked for land in many different areas and stuff. And finally, Elder Mitchell was just like, you know what? Greg, how much vacation you got? I told him. He asked a couple more brothers. He said, we need to take 2 weeks. And we need to just go out there somewhere within a 2 to 6 hour radius of Straightway and find some land. I said, yes, sir. He said, you got your tent? Yes, sir. All four of us, me, Deacon Gorman, Elder Mitchell, Brother Desmond. We all went out, got in an expedition, and we went from here, ran all through Tennessee, Kentucky, all over the place, camped out in parks, you name it. We did it all just looking for land. And next thing you know, we stumbled upon that 85 acres, but it was funny how we did it. And this is how y'all works. So the thing is we getting tired. Elder Mitchell's like, well, man, y'all want to go check out the last piece of land, man? It's like three parcels, man. One's 50, one's 30, one's 15. I'm like, well, 40. Sorry, one's 40 acres, one's 30 acres, and then the other one's 15, equal out to 85. So I'm like, well, how much do we want to buy? He's like, man, I don't know yet, man. I mean, the way you look at it on the phone right now, I might as well buy the whole thing. But man, I don't know about going there. It's about 2 hours away. We like 2 hours. Everybody like, oh man, we don't know about that, man. We going eastbound, like 2 hours away, man. So they were like, yeah, man, we'll probably just go get something to eat. Don't worry about it. It went up a few minutes later. They'll look at his phone, looked at it again, brought the land back up. We entered into Eastern time zone. We only had like 45 minutes to get there. We had like an hour. He's like, hey, man, hey, wait, we in Eastern time zone, man. I'm like, for real? He goes, yeah, man, we only got like an hour to get there, like 30 minutes, man. We might as well go ahead and go. I'm like, all right, let's go. Man, we got to that land, we got lost because it was an old piece of land and it wasn't on the maps yet, nothing like that. So we knew that this was real rural. Like this is out there, this is in the boonies. So we had to go to town and go to I think the clerk or something like that and get an actual map. So they actually said, well, you ain't gonna be able to find on your GPS, but here's a map. We like, all right. So we got to the map, man, got lost a couple times. We thought we was on the land, but then we seen this old man on a tractor. And we was like, man, this probably this dude's land. Everybody in the truck was straight Deacon Gorman.
You go talk to him.
Hey man, you our white face, man. You go talk to him. Elder said, yeah. No, you go talk to him. Deacon like. Deacon go talk to him, got back in the truck. He like, yeah, we're close by. This ain't it, but we're close by. He said, we gotta go over here, make this turn here, make this turn there. We got to that land. We sat there for about maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, just walking. And me and Dez took off to go check out how the water is. Deacon Gorman and Elder Mitchell walked off to check out the landscape. We hit the hills, we hit everything. And by the end of it, we all came back together. We was all crying. Wow. We was like, man, this is it. This gotta be it, man. And right before sundown, right before Sabbath came in, right at Sabbaton, Elder Mitchell shot him the email, made the offer to him. So ever since then, we built the land up. Now we got 5 families on it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And of course, we got more to come, you know, stuff like that. We just got to get the building taken care of. Got the business launched now. We're doing our thing there. So, you know, it can be done. And that's what Pastor Dow was pushing to everybody, that it can be done, right?
Yeah.
He definitely pushed that, and he pushed it very, very well. I mean, a child can understand what he was saying, huh?
Yeah.
But it was direct.
Yeah.
It was direct, man. It was good, you know. But at the same time, man, I'm also telling y'all this to encourage you to make sure you always check yourself, you know. Pastor Dow said it 100 times. Check those spirits, check those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Not every thought you have is going to originate with you. And if you don't understand them or whatever, get some counsel. That's one thing a lot of people avoid is counsel. They avoid it like the plague, some folk. But we got other brothers, man, they love it. You know, they love it because they like, this is going to help me. I need it. You know, bring that, please. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I hope y'all encouraged today. I'm glad to see all y'all, you know, and even all y'all new ones, too. Oh, can't forget this. So, raise your hand if you're getting baptized today. Keep your hands up real quick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, for real? 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, cool. Wow.
Yes, sir.
All right. Man, Rob, you messed us up, didn't you? Rob called in and he asked for it, man. So hallelujah. You know, glory to the King. So all you who getting baptized, I really hope you brought some clothes, and you're gonna be walking around soaked. I brought me some. I wasn't playing. I was like, So what we're gonna do is soon, I guess maybe a little bit during service or whatnot. I mean, maybe me or one of the other brothers. I'm gonna have them go holler at the ladies. They can unlock it for us, and we're just gonna pretty much case it a little bit. Cause man, I know one thing. I need to petition Yah that there be no heathens up in there. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the presence is probably gonna push them out anyway. You know, cause that's a lot of people here, bro. But that's good. So we're gonna definitely make sure we do the baptisms today. Let me see. I'm either gonna have Jason or McNabb. One of you brothers are gonna be in there helping me out. You know, and Resco, we're gonna have you reading. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So I'm glad y'all want to get baptized. I'm glad you want to get baptized, you man. That's awesome. Well, I got a young man in blue right here. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what I like about that though. What I like about that is, okay, you know, y'all know Corell and myself. Our parents are not in the faith, but I told her dad he wanted to come visit. I've been giving him ample chances to come by Shabbat. He said, "You can come by, man. Come on. You was a globetrotter. Everybody know you." You know, he was a Harlem Globetrotter or something else. Yeah, he was. Robert Skywalker Wallace. That's her daddy. Well, I told him, I said, yeah, man, we're going to be doing our first baptisms today. He's like, oh, yeah? So you're going to baptize my grandson? I said, nah. I said, nah. I said, I'm going to baptize him when he's old enough and he understands enough and he's going to choose himself. And look at this young man. How old are you, bro?
I am 11.
You're 11? 11 years old, man. But he hearing it. Yeah. Did your mom and dad put you up to this, or you decided this on your own?
I decided this.
You decided on your own? I had to hear it from the horse's mouth, man. I had to make sure. I didn't want to just make nothing up. I told Brother Willie too, man. I said, man, I like him, man. That dude's a soldier, man. I like him, man. It's all right. You know what they told me he said? That just is hilarious. When we had the assembly in the house before we had to come over here, they was like, man, Greg, man, our son be like, oh yeah, I like going over there. I know ain't nothing gonna happen because Brother Greg got his gun. so I know we safe, we good. I'm like, okay. Hallelujah, man. That's awesome, man. So yeah, when you brought some clothes? That's okay, we're gonna get you anyway. Mama, you may have to bring them home quick. Hallelujah. Maybe the hotel got some towels we can borrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put them out there to air dry. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. That's good, man. That's real good. So thanks for Brother Rob for asking Pastor Dow, because I'm be honest with you, man. I was like, man, can I do it? I didn't even get a chance to call Pastor and ask him, but he said it right there. So I was like, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We're gonna do it. And yes, we do know what to do. We know what to do in Straightway. That's for sure. McNabb, you didn't bring no extra change clothes, did you? It's gonna probably have to be you then, man. Cause you can shoot to the house. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm glad I came prepared. I got a towel and everything, man. I was ready. Maybe you can do it during service, man. Go get you some stuff from the house. Hallelujah, man. Y'all encouraged?
Yes, sir.
That's good, man. Also, I know some of you new brothers was talking about deliverance. So I'm also open the door for after baptisms and stuff like that. You new brethren, man. Most of y'all gonna probably sit with me while we're eating, breaking bread, man, and we can go ahead and counsel y'all on some deliverance and how we go about doing it the straight way. You know what I mean? That way, give you some understanding on some spirits and stuff like that and spiritual things. That way, next time you come on down, man, we can just hit it hard. You know, we can just go right into it. But the one thing's for sure about deliverance, you want the comprehension and understanding. That's for sure. Everybody straight though, huh?
Yes, sir.
I ain't got too much more really. We're gonna put that music back on and wait for Pastor to jump up. You got the website up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up. See what. Well, I know it ain't on yet, but there we go. Anybody miss Blog Talk last night? Man, that Blog Talk was pretty good. Oh, Corey, did you know about the Blog Talk, sir?
I went to the wrong spot.
You went to the wrong spot?
Yeah.
See, everybody's first spot is YouTube. Everybody want to go there first.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, Pastor was doing it on YouTube, but there was too many trolls. So it's on his site, Straightway. Yeah, actually this site right here, live. So basically straightway.com/live. You'll catch the Sabbath services. You'll catch the the Blog Talk radios, he actually has them. He's recording him catching the calls, you know, taking the calls and everything like that. So and then of course for the sisters who don't know, they got the sister broadcast as well. They got the the sister broadcast and the brother segment on first days. You know, just so y'all will know. And if you can't get this up, you can go to blogtalkradio.com/straightway. And it's not going to be a visual, but you can listen to it. And they normally have the chats there. So if you want some more information and any of your other brothers that don't know about it, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. We'll get you that information. You know what I'm saying? So Corey, it's just you and your son came today, right? Yes, sir. Okay, cool. So everybody else stayed back? Yes. Oh, they'll be here. Hallelujah. Yeah. Stay confident in that, man. That's right. That's good. That's real good. You know what I'm saying? Quarterman, what part of Oklahoma you in, sir?
Ada.
Ada? Is that near like Hugo? Is it what's with the H, man? Is it Hughes or something like that, or Hugo?
Yeah.
Is that near Hugo?
Yes.
We were looking for land around there at one point. We was, and we went to go look at a few of them too. But guess what kind of? Well, I can't speak for Elder Mitchell, but what got me? We riding down the highway in Oklahoma, and I'm like, "Hey, what's that? What's that in the middle of the road, man?" Huge tarantulas, man.
Oh.
I'm talking huge, man.
Right.
And then we walked some land. We started walking some land, and the lady was like, "Oh, they're more scared of you than you're scared of them."
Till they jump on you.
I was like, "I'm from the projects, man. I don't know about all that. You know what I mean?" We started walking the land. We found a piece of land there. We started walking it. And when we started walking it, I ain't gonna lie, I had my shotgun on me, looking for him. And so next thing you know, my brother had a machete. We had to, clear some stuff. And so as my brother's walking through, we seen this tree probably from that wall to probably like maybe right here, and there was a web across it. You know what I'm saying? And my brother was like, and you know how you just whisk him out of the way? He had to tear this one. I was like, I said, this land ain't for us. No, sir. Absolutely not. My brother like, what you think, man? Nah, let's keep moving. Keep it moving, man. No. Couldn't handle that, but I'm glad we are where we are, because man, I was a big fat advocate of we need to get close to Straightway, sir. All right, man, I know that. All right. I wasn't gonna say too much. And then over a couple years, Yah's timing is always the best timing. So Elder's like, we need to get close to Straightway. I'm like, yes, hallelujah, yes, we're gonna do it. But on our land, all I've seen, now they may have seen more than me, but all I've seen was deer, wild turkey, turtles in the creek and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I could do this. And of course, Elder Darrell up there keeps the grass groomed, so you don't worry about much. It's the country living is beautiful. It really truly is. But Oklahoma's pretty, man. The only reason why we didn't keep that 20 acres we had up there is because we found out the lead content in the water was too bad, and we couldn't dig a well there. That's the only reason why. But I think it was all in the most. I think the Father was just guiding us. You know what I'm saying? So now we're up there in Kentucky Saints, man. But it's good to have all you new brothers. By the way, I know you brothers come from afar, especially Oklahoma. I don't even know how many hours that is away from us. 6, 7?
It's about 6 hours.
About 6 hours? Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you right now, you're more than welcome to come here. Whether it's once a month, twice a month, you decide. You know your situation better than I do. I think Galen, would you come once a month, twice a month?
Yeah.
Just varies?
Yeah, we actually just talked about that. I said, It's July. Let's look forward to next month. Let's do it again.
Sure.
Sure. That's what, because you said 6 hours away from Oklahoma.
Yes. Yeah.
They got to my house. I said, we're going to get here real quick. So we got here in 2.5 hours. So, yeah.
Did you have the sirens on, man?
I was explaining to Brother Israel back here, I said, look, I drove back from Detroit following Pastor and Brother Giddy and everybody, and I was sitting there, I was like, as soon as Pastor switched and he got in the car in the Mercedes, that's 600 horses. I'm like, you know, I'm driving a Suburban, man. And so I was just like, he move, I move, you know. And then Brother Freeman looked at me like, you doing this police stuff, ain't you? I was like, yeah.
Look at y'all.
I said, no, we gonna get
Sit-
to Houston.
Sitting there police driving, man. I tell you, that's all right though, man. You know, maybe sooner or later y'all will start something out there in Dallas because I inherited all of that.
Yes, you did.
You know, hey, but I bless y'all for it because it let me know that. Well, Elder Mitchell, I'm gonna give credit to what credit is due. Elder Mitchell's like, I'm like, man, it's something else. He goes, don't let them saints wear you out. You'll be all right. You equipped. Elder Mitchell walk off, man. I know where you get that from, though. Get that from Pastor, man. Straight up.
Yeah.
Pastor got me good one day. When Pastor, I was mumbling. I wasn't saying nothing. Pastor walked clean off. I was like, that was a rebuke by itself. I said, man, that man deserves experience. Motive reason for deliverance. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, this ministry you will get delivered if you so desire. But of course, the first step to deliverance, man, is admission. You got to admit it. Some people in denial think they don't get deliverance. I love how Pastor Dow put it. That spirit will manifest all day long. Just throw some theatrics out there. Make people think you're delivered. It's still in there. Next week, it's still the same. Some people can't admit it. Like some folks are stuck on pride. Too prideful. Everybody else the problem, not me. I tell y'all right now, my best deliverance was when I really truly looked in that mirror and it's you. You the problem. I stopped looking out everywhere else. Started looking at me. And I was like, okay, you the culprit. You the problem. What you gonna do about it? Everybody else ain't the issue. So once I started really looking at me and blaming me, checking me, doing my self-evaluations, that's when I started getting more free. That's when my deliverance was really effective. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like say for example, some folks really got some heavy pains from the past, whether it's from parents or loved ones, wife maybe, or children or something, or whatever, some near to kin that they ain't let go yet. That unforgiveness spirit, for example, will hold your deliverance hostage.
Yep.
Gotta forgive, man. I like how Pastor put it in an old sermon called Forgiveness. One of my favorites, actually. So if you never heard that one, it's on this channel. Look it up. Called Forgiveness. He actually recited what Jesus mentioned in the renewed covenant in the Gospels about what the world calls the Our Father prayer. And in the past, because I was raised Catholic at first, and in the past it used to say, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." Now it says debts and debtors.
Yeah.
But the thing is in that sermon he said, "Forgive." He said, "Look at how it is. Get them small words there." He said, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." So as you forgive, that's how he gonna forgive you. You know what I'm saying? That's how he will. So if you got unforgiveness off in your heart for anybody, I don't care if it's your spouse. If you got unforgiveness that's, pent up and stuck in there, and you insulating it, you got to let it go for real. And you know you forgiven when there's no more pain associated with the person, the situation, the event. If somebody just bring it up out of nowhere, you don't have no pain no more. It ain't there. That means you're truly forgiven. You see what I'm saying? Therefore, you can be truly forgiven. You see what I'm saying? Straight up, man. I think that needed to be said. I don't know. But it is what it is. You all right, man? You good? We had to hook him up with a chair, man. Big boy. Anyhow, go ahead, Josiah. Go ahead and put that music on and blow up Pastor Dow. Y'all good though? Sir. I'm so glad to see y'all, man. I have no idea.
The wave is coming.
Hey, don't start, man. Don't you start. Don't you start.
All right. Yeah, that was a good word. It was, hey, I was getting ready to get there, All right, y'all. So what they do here, they're gonna watch Pastor Dow on live stream, and then they fellowship afterwards. So I'm gonna have Brother Greg tell y'all what website to go to, so y'all can watch them, and I'm gonna end the streamer. Let me have him tell you. Hey, can you tell the people real fast where to go to watch Pastor Dow's message?
Oh, okay, yes. Y'all go to www.straightwaytruth or just straightway.com/live or online -church.org.
Okay.
Either one.
And then that's the website right there. That's what it'll look like. So, all right. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Yeah, let me show y'all the URL real quick. Woo! All right. So shalom.